You see the signs, you feel it in the energy. Sexual healing, or like the tantrum. Sometimes a synastry chart can show us if somebody is really our twin flame, or if they are a karmic soulmate. But there's a misunderstanding in what the rapture really is. You know this is your read because this individual smokes a lot of weed. It's going to move in with you, okay? This could be a Taurus. Hello Pisces, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Starseed Side here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the Soul Tribe. We have a read for you guys, okay? This is a love read. It is a general read, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't beyond. Cross watchers, you are welcome. This message is also timeless. I want to thank everyone for all the support. And with all that out of the way, we're going to get started. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, universe, galactic beings, ancient ancestors, elders, guidance and free for my Pisces. What messages do you have for us? Truly grateful for your divine guidance and celestial light, so Pisces. What's going on? We have number 12 on the side, Hangman on the side. That's you, Pisces. Neptune getting ready to station direct, Aquarius upside down, Star in reverse, Uranus retrograde, and we have Venus, Hierophant, Justice, and the Empress, all upright. Venus in transit. Taurus, Libra energy. Okay, so let's see here. We have family. Something here about family. Intuition. Yo, I'm sorry. I don't know why my camera is weird. I feel like I'm lopsided this time around. Regret. Hold on, you guys. Okay, we're good now. It should look way better now. But anyhow, going back to the read, we have regret, unfinished business. Okay, what else? Pisces, love. Between the lines and storm warning. There's a tower that is brewing, is coming up in the horizon here. I see this road here, I think of Green Day, like I've walked a lonely road and whatnot. Remember that song? It's been a long journey here, Pisces, in love, but the journey, the real test, is getting ready to begin for you. There's bigger lessons, okay? Everything you've been through at this point in time was to prepare you for what's to come. So, like, after the Rapture, after the Feast of Trumpets, etc., going into 2026, the age of Alpha and Omega, right? Where everything is going to change forever. And so every single thing that you have been through, all the SHIT, the good, bad, the ugly, it's like preparing you for this new age, the age of Aeon, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever term you wish to use. Because we're moving into a whole new reality, a whole new frequency, a whole new dimension, right? And some of the astrology that's occurring in the upcoming years is stuff that we have never seen before or interacted with before. So yeah, there's going to be like a lot of weird stuff, weird-ish. And so, love. You see the signs of synchronicities. You see, you're tapped in. You're spiritual. A lot of you are like chosen, a star seed, a light worker, an indigo. Some of you are alien, from another planet and whatnot, earth angel. Okay, and so it's like, you see the signs. You feel it in the energy. Now, what does this have to do with love, Pisces? Because you're fated to meet some people. This fated card wanted to come out. Players here, divine intervention, toxic relationship, romantic feelings, healing, text message. You have some unfinished karma with quite a few people. Yeah, I'm going to get a cap cut notification. It's a few people, okay? You got a false twin, a twin flame, a dark twin, karmic soulmates, soul flame, past life soulmate. Like, you have some unfinished business with a few people here, and you will have to navigate the new age that we're moving into, dealing with these energies, because the karma, the contracts, It's got to be paid up. It's all got to be sorted out, okay? Roll the dice. Date. Look. It's coming back from lifetimes, Pisces. That's the thing. Friends and grass is greener. So, karmic, soulmate, catalyst twin flame, or dark twin flame. Pisces, I see somebody here, and you have history with this individual. You know this is your read because this individual smokes a lot of weed, okay? They like that green stuff. They like to light it up, okay? You could be a Pisces that likes to light it up as well, right? If this is your read, it's your read. If it's not, it's not. But I'm seeing here is somebody, and this is just one of several individuals that you're going to be working with, okay? It's going to be very important for you to learn how to read synastry charts. So synastry charts, right, you take your natal chart and you combine it with another person's, and then you see all the different aspects and how they correlate to each other, and you get, right, a brief dive into like how those different aspects play out between the two of you and what this connection entails this lifetime. Sometimes a synastry chart can show us if somebody is really our twin flame, or if they are a karmic soulmate that's teaching us lessons, or that we have past life karma with that person. So what I'm seeing here is there is somebody that's going to come to you. This individual likes to smoke that green stuff, okay? They like to go to the casino. You see the roll the dice here. I do feel like this is some type of either catalyst twin flame, dark twin flame, or a karmic soulmate. But you also have a lot of unfinished business with other people from other past lives. So this is the real test, right? Music and hookup, divine timing. And as hard as it may be to believe, Pisces, you will have certain experiences here. You know, the term I want to use is fruitful. Like you're going to have some fruitful experiences with certain energies because it's fated and it's destined. And you will fall in love and they will fall in love with you and vice versa. When the time comes, okay? The time is nigh. Let's see here. What does the tarot have? The Page of Wands. The Ten of Wands. What else for my Pisces? Page of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. There's other people that will come into your life. A Leo, a Capricorn, a Virgo. It's others here. A Pisces like yourself or a Cancer. Some of these people will just be like strictly platonic, but you will feel the bond. You will feel the connection. The Tower. This is what I was saying. But this Tower sideways, getting ready to face upright, right? It's fast approaching. It is fast approaching, y'all. I'm telling y'all this. We really about to reach the rapture. But there's a misunderstanding in what the rapture really is. The Feast of Trumpets, Judgment Day. A lot of people think it's like tsunamis and hurricane and earthquakes and like mass death, right? Like everybody dying. But that's not what that is. It's a new era. Something that is beyond most people's comprehension. Something that is going to be really difficult for a lot of people to comprehend or understand. You can't tell them it, they just have to live through it. And so that's what I'm referencing here, that this is going to be a new age of light, and it's going to change everything. How we view the world, how we view ourselves, how we view others, how we view the soul, the spirit. There's going to be this emphasis in the media about the soul, the spirit, the connection to the divine. Like, it's going to be very trippy. It's going to be very trippy, okay? Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So one of these individuals at some point, Pisces, you will be single again in the future, because I see you will be in a relationship and then it will be on and off. And then when that relationship is over, because it's almost like it's destiny, you are going to move in, well, I should say an earth sign that is homeless or destitute or on the brink of destitution is going to move in with you, okay? This could be a Taurus or a Virgo. But this isn't until like 8 years later, 8 years into the future or some-ish. Okay, so you must understand, like, if you're with someone now, that may not be forever, or the two of you may take a break. And like I said, it's fated. It's fated for certain things to occur here for you guys. Justice, Page of Cups. There's somebody here with blonde hair. There's also an Aquarius. Pisces, when this is all said and done, you will be paid by the spiritual court for doing what you were supposed to do this lifetime, right? Like, nobody has to, you don't have to do anything with these energies if you don't want. It's fated, but you can always, like, run away, escape, like, hide, like, right? Like, if you don't want to be with a karmic soulmate, but then it's like a contract is there for you to be with this karmic soulmate. Well, I imagine it would be like a thing where you would have to come back another lifetime and hash that stuff out with that karmic soulmate of yours. But it's this energy of, if you do engage with these energies, whether they be your twin flame, your karmic soulmate, your false twin, it's like the spirit realm is ready to gift you rewards. Almost like you pass a test. You take into account everything that you have learned up until now and you apply it, right? And it's this energy of soul growth, Page of Cups, and Justice. The scales are balanced. There's also something here about sexual healing, or like the tantrum. There's something here about this energy being healing for you and this person, for your spirit, your soul, but also for like the earth grid, where the earth star chakra, is based, right? Because we have more than 7 chakras, and the earth star chakra is one that is like 12 feet below us, ties us back to the earth, our ancestors, right? The land, the history of the land that we reside in. And so it's stuff here about you and somebody. I don't know why, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be a Taurus. I just have this feeling in my gut, in my instincts. But this Taurus, they could either be your dark twin or your karmic soulmate. And it's a lot of lessons that you're going to learn with this man or this woman. It's a lot of lessons. But there's also healing. There's attraction. But like I said, there's also going to be another Pisces like yourself, potentially a Leo. There's a Virgo here. So there's going to be energies in the Tower. But this is the age of Alpha and the Omega. So this is, the age of Alpha and the age of Omega. It's an age where it's basically the age of Aeon, the age of light, age of the golden race, right? Like, this is the stuff that needs to be worked on before we reach that final level, that final pivot point here in our society, in this reality. All that past life, soul contracts, karma, like, this is where the real test is going to begin. And you see, you have learned lessons, but so have these energies, right? They have also learned lessons. So it's not going to be like this blind thing where you're doing all the work, you're doing all the heavy lifting, right? And these energies sitting back with their feet crossed, like, no. They also have done their work and their evolution. So let's see what the outcome here is. This was a more spiritual read for you guys, Diamond. Pisces, I feel like some of you may end up getting married to your karmic soulmate. You could have several karmic soulmates, but some of you are going to end up married to your karmic. Others, it could be your dark twin flame. This is tricky. Telephone, Cancer. So who's calling you up? A Taurus? That's who. The number 5 time back to Taurus. You also have Aries there, so they could be a Taurus Aries cusp. Beehive again, Taurus. Like this energy of, if it's a Taurus, they could very well be either your dark twin or your karmic soulmate. So it can feel really good, you know, with your dark twin or your karmic, because that duality, the dark and the light, Earth Angel with the darkness, Cancer, that yin and yang, right? So it can feel really good when, you know, that's why a lot of us, our person, they get stuck with the third party karmic. Because it can feel just as good in love making in the bedroom with a third party karmic as it does with your twin flame. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Karmic connections also can feel very powerful and magnetizing. And so you may have to deal with a third party bust down. There may be karma here. This is the real test. So if your person was married to a karmic, a third party, they were marrying back to you what you are eventually going to deal with in your future. Because some of this ish is faded, divine timing, the clock is ticking, but the time is almost up. And it's really giving this September, this mid-September, the Rapture, the Feast of Trumpets, the end of the world, quote unquote, is really giving. It's about to be time. Like the time is, we're right there, y'all. So, are you ready? Are you ready to take everything that you have learned? Because if the journey was hard, love, I'm gonna need you to pick yourself up by your bootstraps. If the journey was hard, you gotta get out of that mindset. You gotta get out of that mindset, okay? You gotta dig in, call in that Leo energy, that Capricorn energy, okay? Those are the signs that are gonna, even Taurus energy, you know, call in that energy, because those are the signs that will really dig in and hold the line. You know, sometimes we gotta call in a sign's energy to embody that. Because the hard part is just getting started. It's some lessons here. But have you learned those lessons, and are you ready to put it to practice? That's the question. Many spirits are watching, and there's many spirits that are going to be receiving atonement soon. They're going to be able to finally move on to the higher realms. But they're watching to bring blessings and gifts of good tidings if you're able to fulfill these contracts. So, this is what I have for you. It's a very spiritual reading, but hopefully it makes sense to somebody out there. Somebody out there understands what I'm talking about and what I'm saying. Because sometimes I get on here and I just sound crazy, okay? You don't need to tell me, although if you want to, you can, but I know that sometimes I sound that S-H-I-T crazy, the stuff that I'm saying on here. But yeah, that's your read. That's what I have for you. I wish you love and light. Take care.